There we go. There's Peeps. All right. All right. It is it's 1 minute after 9, so we'll go ahead and get started. Facebook was giving me a big delay there. Hello, Tawny and Meg and Kelly and Heather. And who else did I miss? That's it so far. This is our weekly Magic Beans event. So essential oils are not magic beans, but they do really good stuff. So we're going to talk about a really interesting aspect of that tonight. It might throw some of you for a little bit of a loop because it's not exactly mostly about essential oils. It's mostly going to be about some other doTERRA products that really go hand in hand with our essential oils, but I think it's very important information to have. Hey, Lynn and Heidi and Kathy and Karen. Pardon me. And so we've got a lot to cover in a short amount of time, but I got to tell you some stuff to prepare you. So number one, if you are a first-time attendee of our Magic Beans event, you've never been to one of these videos before, and you are not a doTERRA wholesale member at all, you don't have an account, if you will comment below and say, I am a guest of, and then tag the person who invited you to watch the video, then we will enter you to win a 5 milliliter of an essential oil, whatever I have on hand. I know I've got some extra digestion, and I've got some lemon and some wild orange sitting here around, so whatever I'm in the mood to give away, you will enter that drawing. I will, hey Angela, I will then draw for that as soon as this is complete. So you have to be on the live event to enter. If you don't know who invited you, it was probably me. Okay, you probably just like the page, or you may have seen an advertisement on Facebook. So if you weren't invited by anybody specific, if they didn't call you or ask you through a message to be on here, then just say, I am a guest of the page. There you go, Danielle's got it. Okay, and so then I will draw at the end, and if you're one of my guests and you have not been invited by somebody else, then I will contact you individually, and I have a little gift for you as well, for my personal guests. Okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you'll stick around to the end, I'm going to tell you how everything that we talk about tonight, that you can get it 20% off. Now, I've been doing doTERRA. I've had a wholesale membership. There you go, Lydia, you got it. She's a guest of Labriska. Tanya's a guest of Kelly. You guys have got this. I've been a doTERRA wholesale member for 6 years now, and I have never seen them discount their starter kits before, ever. This is the first time ever. And so we're going to talk about a starter kit tonight called Cleanse and Restore. Now, we've got lots of starter kits, and there's 6 of them that are on sale at 20% off. We're just going to focus on this one tonight. And so if you aren't exactly interested in this one, that's okay. Contact the person that invited you or send me a private message, and we'll chat about what might work for you, okay? If you are an expert and you've been using some of the products that we've already been talking about, as we talk about them, share your tips. If you're not an expert, you have questions, ask them. I'll try and answer the questions that I can get to. Hey, Janelle. Hey, Kelly. And as much as I can. And if I can't answer it live, I will come back and I'll read through here and I'll answer you, okay? So be interactive. Tonight we're going to play a little game during this, and if I say the word... Ooh, if I say then I want you to hit the laughing button. So if you don't know how to do that, you can scroll over and there's a little place where you can hit like or hearts. Do the laughing every time I say okay? We'll see how many times I actually say it while I'm talking. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so first of all, my name's Deanna Nichols. I'm a doTERRA Blue Diamond, and that means that I've shared the oils with... Did I say already? Oh my gosh. So... And that one counted too, by the way. No, there's another one. This is going to get really old fast. So I have been sharing doTERRA with a lot of people for a long time because they have been absolutely life-changing for me. And we do not just sell essential oils. Now, when I started using doTERRA, I came in to the membership because of the essential oils. They were very instrumental in helping me to turn my health completely around. And I was very much a vitamin and supplement snob. I'm a big researcher. I read up on stuff, and I thought, what in the world does an essential oil company, what business do they have selling supplements? They're not any good at it because they're an essential oil company. Well, what I didn't know at that time, and now I know because I've gotten to know the owners, and I understand their integrity, and I understand how important it is for everything that we sell for us to find the absolutely best and purest ingredients available on the planet. If we find out that one of our ingredients isn't all that it's cracked up to be, or there's something better, we change it. That's just how we roll at doTERRA. And so knowing that, there are no supplements on the earth that I trust more than doTERRA supplements. They go above and beyond. They make sure they tell you every ingredient that's in there. And they're very, very trustworthy on their supplements. And so if you are wondering why I'm talking about supplements when this is an essential oil company, here's something else interesting. Our #1 best-selling product is not an essential oil. Isn't that crazy? Our #1 best-selling product is actually a supplement pack, and we're going to talk about that one a little bit tonight. I am not an expert on the supplements. I feel like I am much more comfortable talking about the oils, but I use almost all of these supplements on a regular basis, and I can tell a huge difference in my body when I don't stick to my regular supplement regimen. Okay? So this particular starter kit is designed for somebody who may feel like they would like to just cleanse their body and just kind of do a detoxification thing. And it's not a detox like where you're going to feel sick and yucky and all that kind of stuff. It's just a way of just like cleaning out your chimneys or changing your filters if you're a more of a car person. If you are wanting your car to run smoothly, you know, you need to change your fuel filter and your oil filter and all those things so that the things that are supposed to be filtered out can be filtered out. If your filters are clogged, then things get kind of messed up. And I know a lot of times for me, if my filters are clogged, then I start to see it in my energy levels. I see it in my skin. I see it in my digestion. And I even see it in how my mind seems to work, like if my mind's really sharp or not. And so it's very important that we all do this on a regular basis. I think at least twice a year, maybe even quarterly, it would be good. But for somebody who may just be kind of new to this and they're thinking, you know, maybe they've been on a lot of synthetic things that they've been putting in their body. I know that was my situation when I started. I've been taking a lot of synthetics for a lot of years. And or if you have not been eating super clean. So if your food is not in its natural state, if it's very processed, it comes in a box or a bag, or you're not too sure about the source of your meats and your eggs and things like that. Maybe you're not drinking super clean water. You may have some toxins in your environment, such as if you work in a factory. Maybe I know I've talked to people that work in fire and rescue. They're exposed to a lot of toxins. Some folks that have been in the military, depending on what situation or what job they've had, they've been exposed to a lot of toxins. Working in a hospital, there's lots of different things in your work environment, even in your home environment. When I began to use doTERRA, I had been exposed very heavily to mold in my home, and that's another way of getting bombarded by toxins. There are lots of us in the population who actually are born with a genetic predisposition for us to have a great difficulty getting rid of toxins naturally. And so if you put one of us in the room with somebody who doesn't have that genetic issue, we can be exposed to the same toxins and their body can go ahead and flush it out, and mine will have a much harder time. And so for people like us who think that they may start out feeling kind of toxic, or they've tried a few oils and they didn't feel so great when they used the oils, it may just be that you need to kind of cleanse and restore and reset your body, and we have a whole process lined up. If you choose to use this starter kit, or even if you purchase it when you already have a membership, you can purchase this kit. And it comes with a chart that tells you exactly how to use it, which I find that to be super helpful so you don't get overwhelmed. Okay, so we're going to kind of take it step by step. The first thing that comes in here that every single person should start with, no matter where you are and what you're doing, if you're starting with doTERRA, I feel like this is where you should start, is with this product right here. Lemon essential oil. Every home needs it. Every person needs to be using it daily. Citrus oils are very, very good at supporting the kidney and the liver as they help our body to cleanse itself of toxins. They help to get rid of toxins. They help to keep new ones from accumulating. And I know that when I drink the citrus oils in my water all throughout the day, that I feel completely different. And I have given people what I call the lemon challenge. And I say, do this, okay? Take your body weight and divide it in half. You don't have to share what that number is, okay? Take your body weight and divide it in half. Whatever that is in ounces, that's how many ounces that you want to drink every day of water. And I want you to get yourself a glass or a stainless steel water bottle. This one's glass. This is my favorite one. And every 8 ounces of water, you're going to add a drop of lemon essential oil in there. And you're going to find out that you end up drinking more water, because your water tastes better, and you just are going to start craving healthier choices. And I think that part of that has to do with the fact that every time you drink that lemon water, you're breathing in the aroma of the lemon. Lemon is super clarifying to the brain. It's really good at helping you to fight cravings. And every time somebody takes that challenge seriously, and they actually do it for 30 days, they usually come back and they name 4 or 5 health benefits that they got from it. Usually they lose a few pounds. Usually they have more energy. They tell me their skin's cleared up. A lot of people mention that their hair and nails started growing like crazy. I mean, I hear lots and lots of benefits from it. It's great at supporting the pancreas. It's great at supporting the digestive system. It is great at supporting clear, healthy arteries in the body. So, I mean, it is just a really, really smart decision to add this into your daily health regimen. I have a 3-year-old. Ever since he's been drinking water, we got him a little kid canteen, which is a stainless steel sports bottle. And we put the lemon oil in there. He now is old enough to know that when it's time to go fill up his water bottle, he goes and he grabs the lemon oil and I supervise him, but he goes and he puts 1 or 2 drops in there, fills it up, and he's ready to go. And I feel really good about the fact that I'm using doTERRA oils. There's no other brand that I would feel safe giving to myself or my 3-year-old to drink because we are verified pure, meaning that every bottle of our single oils has a number on the bottom that you can plug into our Source to You website and find out exactly what is in this bottle, and are we telling the truth about the label? Are there any contaminants? Have we adulterated it? Have we synthesized something in here? And that goes on a lot in this industry. And so knowing the owners personally and knowing their integrity, knowing all the testing and all the things that we do to make sure that we're bringing you a pure product, there's nothing else I would trust with my child or myself. So this is a great habit to get into, and I would definitely start with that. The next product that's in this pack that I find super, super important for people to get started, especially if they have a background where they've been exposed to various toxins, I would say is the Xendocrine capsules. We have several different products called Xendocrine, and so it can be a little confusing when you're new, but these are actually herbal capsules, okay? So there's no essential oil in here, and this has a lot of ingredients in it, and I'll tell you what their job is to do, and you tell me if you think this sounds like something that will help you as your body is trying to cleanse. So the ingredients in here are designed to support the liver, the kidneys, the colon, the lungs, and the skin, and also the female reproductive organs to help get rid of stuff that's built up. And so you're going to find that your body loves you when you use this. And I would say 30 days of this, which is what this supply is for, twice a day, morning and evening. If this 30-day supply is going to make a huge difference in your life. If you're a person who's regularly exposed to toxins in your work, your home, your school, or your body has that struggle that I have genetically where you have trouble processing toxins, I make this part of my daily regimen all the time. I stay on this, and if I skip it for a day or two, I can tell. I'm not going to go into details, but I notice it mostly in the bathroom, and I notice it in my skin, okay? That's the 2 places that I notice it first when my body's like, hey, you're not really cleansing the way that you normally do, and you're not optimal. And when I'm not optimal, my body lets me know that, okay, because I listen and I pay attention. So these are 2 things that you definitely want to start with if you feel like you've got a history of toxins. Okay, then the next product that I'm going to talk about here is I'm going to talk about our Lifelong Vitality Pack. Our Lifelong Vitality Pack is our #1 best-selling product. It's 3 supplements in one. And first of all, we have our, what I call our whole food supplement. And so we don't use synthetic vitamins. We use whole food sources for our supplements. And this is called Microplex VMZ. This has got everything you can imagine in here that you need. So we've got vitamin A, C, D, E, K. You've got thiamine, riboflavin. If I don't say these right, I'm sorry. Niacin, vitamin B6, I think is what it is. My vision's not as good as it used to be. Folate, okay? That is a very important thing to note, that we use folate, not folic acid. Again, a huge part of the population cannot process folic acid. It's a synthetic version. We use folate. We get that from lemon peel. And I will tell you that pretty much everybody, even the ones that say they have folate, they don't, because we thought for a long time that ours was folate, and it has to do with where you're sourcing your ingredients from. And so we had to come up with a new source when we found out that it wasn't really legit. So we have legit folate in our vitamins. Then there's B12, there's biotin, there is pantothenic acid, there is calcium, there's iron, there is iodine, magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, manganese, chromium. We also have a whole food blend that includes kale, it includes dandelion, it includes parsley, it includes kelp, which hopefully you know that that is extremely important for thyroid health. Gosh, I need something for eye health right now. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts. How many of y'all eat broccoli and Brussels sprouts on a regular basis? There is cabbage leaf extract, spinach leaf powder. So that's some other stuff that's in here. Then we've got some, what are they called? Enzymes in here. Protease, lactase, lipase, amylase. All of those. There's a whole bunch more. And we also have a tummy tamer blend in here to help your body to process this when you eat it so you don't feel sick to your stomach. It's got caraway seed extract, ginger, peppermint, lots of things like that in there, okay? And now, because doTERRA is extremely, it's extremely important to doTERRA that they're honest and they share all the ingredients, even the ones we don't have to share because they're such a tiny amount, then those are listed on here too. So this is in a vegetable capsule. We don't use animal products for capsules in our stuff. And it'll tell you everything that's in here, okay? So that is a really great food supplement. And you're just not going to find one that is equal to that anywhere. The next part that's in here is our XE Omega. And I'm going to show you, these are really small, so they're easy to swallow. And this is what it looks like. Very, very tiny, little soft gel, but it's packed with a lot of goodies in here. Okay, I'm going to see if I can read this. Whew. It's an exercise in my eye health here. So it's got vitamin A, vitamin D3, it has vitamin E. It has lots and lots of different kinds of fish oils, and we get this from a sustainable source. We also get this, we found the most toxin-free fish source and also the most sustainable fish source. So we're not just like, you know, going out and killing all the fish so there's no more so that we can sell a bunch of supplements. We're looking for a long-term plan that's going to be around for a while and it's not going to hurt the environment. So it's got EPA, DHA, omega-3s from fish oil, ALA, SDA, GLA, pomegranate seed oil. It has astaxanthin from green algae. That's super important. It also helps, by the way, it helps to protect your skin from sun exposure. That's one of the things that it does. And I have found that since I've been using the Lifelong Vitality Pack, I am very susceptible to sunburn, and I am much, much less apt to burn when I'm using this as well. What else is in here? Lutein. I don't know what this is. I can't tell you, but it's from a marigold flower. Lycopene. This also has essential oils in it, which really helps this to even stand out even further as a great supplement. There are 9 essential oils in here. So you're actually getting essential oils in this supplement as well. And the oils that are in here are clove, very high in antioxidants, frankincense rosin, thyme, cumin seed, wild orange peel, peppermint, ginger, caraway seed, German chamomile. Lots of really high power essential oils are in here. So this is a very, very important supplement. It's going to help with your hormone health. It's going to help with your brain health. It's going to help with your immune health. All of those things, super, super important to include in your diet. I had an elderly pet that had started to develop some health issues, and it was recommended that I start giving her the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and I noticed a huge difference in her health. Like, she was a completely different dog, and I think we had her in good health. We had her for about another 3 years after we really thought that we were going to lose her. So we didn't give her, of course, the full adult dose, but half a dose. And a dose for the Lifelong Vitality Pack is 4 pills. And so what I do, so what I do is I have one of these puppies right here, and I will put my breakfast, lunch, and dinner supplements. So I might do 2 of each at breakfast and then 1 of each during lunch and dinner, so I can spread them out throughout the day and just take them. I like to take them when I've eaten some food on my stomach. This supplement, Alpha CRS, this is a cellular health complex, and this one is very important because we know the health benefits of frankincense and how it helps you at a cellular level to be healthy. But what sometimes we don't realize is that There are other parts of the frankincense plant, the frankincense tree, besides the rosin, besides the part we get the oil from, that is really beneficial to us. So the actual extract from frankincense has a lot of amazing health benefits, and that's where you're going to get that, is in the alpha CRS. So just taking the frankincense oil on its own, you're missing really, really important therapeutic benefits to the frankincense plant that you're going to get in your alpha CRS. This one is really important, especially for people who are struggling with their cellular health. They want to make sure their healthy cells are reproducing and not the unhealthy cells. And they also want to make sure that their healthy cells are not being seen as unhealthy cells by the body, and that process isn't getting confused. And so for those of us who struggle with that overactive underactive immune system, this can be very, very important for you to take as your supplements. Let me see if I can read some things in here. So Boswellia serrata gum rosin extract, that's the part that I was telling you with frankincense. There's milk thistle in here. There is something else that I can't pronounce that I actually know what it's for. There is green tea leaf extract in here, pomegranate fruit extract, pineapple stem extract, turmeric is in here. Very, very important to help with discomfort and a proper inflammatory response in the body. Grapeseed extract, sesame seed extract, pine bark extract. Then there's a whole bunch of, oh, Deanna, what's it called? Come on, Deanna. The things that always start with L, like, I can't, it's escaping me at the moment what they're called, but all those things, not enzymes, it'll come to me. But there's coenzyme Q12, which is really important for you for heart health. That's in here. There's also ginkgo biloba, which is very important for brain and energy. And there's peppermint leaf extract, ginger root extract, and caraway seed extract. That's that tummy tamer blend that you'll find in our supplements, because we don't want the supplements to cause you stomach upset. I know for a lot of people, including myself, a lot of ladies who are pregnant, nursing, we have to take these horrid vitamins that at the worst time in your life, when your stomach is super sensitive and you feel like you're going to vomit all the time, they want you to take all these supplements, you know, to make sure that you're getting proper nutrition as you're growing a human, and as you're nursing a human as well. And it is, I never had one single issue with taking these vitamins, and I think partly that is due to the tummy tamer blend that's in there, and I never had an issue, and I was really grateful that I was able to take these all throughout without any problems. Okay, so that's the Lifelong Vitality Pack. This is what it looks like all together. Okay, I'm going to tell you a secret about the Lifelong Vitality Pack. When you get it in a kit, or if you are already a member, you can purchase it on our rewards program, and you get it at a way better price than if you try to buy it without being on the rewards program, or if you try to buy it each item individually. Because what we do is, when you're a wholesale member, we give you access to a rewards program where you get anywhere from 10 to 30% back in free products every time you order. And we also bundle certain products and make them way cheaper for you, just because you're using the rewards program and you're a member, so it's just a benefit. And this is one of the products, and you get it basically half off. Plus, we have this really cool option where you can add additional supplements to this at a great discount. And so if you were to start out with this as your starter kit and you wanted to continue using some of the supplements, you would be able to do that on the loyalty rewards program as a member, and you would be able to get them at a great discount than you would if you bought them individually. Okay? Now, another product that's in here, I don't actually have the real product. I searched everywhere. It's not one that I use, but we have an oil called Zendocrine. And you know, earlier I talked about the Zendocrine complex that helps those organs, those natural cleansing organs, to sort of be cleaned out, their filters to be cleaned. This is more of like supporting those organs, helping them to work properly. And so this works a little bit differently. And I don't have this, but it comes in a soft gel. And in this kit, instead of getting an oil, you're going to get a soft gel. And that just basically means that it's going to make your life easier. It's going to be the size of the little fish oil soft gels I showed you a minute ago, about that size. And the oil's already in there for you. If you're like me and you didn't happen to have the soft gels, we do make a veggie cap and the oil, and you can make your own. But again, and doTERRA likes it to make things convenient for us, and in this particular kit, they've already given it to you in the soft gel so that you can just pop it and take it with each meal. And that's going to really help your body and support your body as you're trying to cleanse, okay? Another product that's really, really, really important for anyone who's using the Lifelong Vitality Pack, which is our supplement pack, is our Terrazyme. I love this product so much. I didn't think I needed it because I'm like, I get a lot of enzymes in my food. I eat a lot of fresh vegetables, and so I don't need digestive enzymes. I'm doing great, you know, I don't need that. And a friend one time, I was having a stomach ache for whatever reason, and I couldn't pinpoint what was going on, and she's like, well, take a couple Terrazyme. I'm like, I don't take Terrazyme. She's like, what? Just shock came over her face. I just didn't understand what Terrazyme was for. There are enzymes in here that are going to help your body to digest all different kinds of food. There's an enzyme in here to help you digest grains. There's an enzyme in here to help you digest dairy, help you digest sugar, help you digest like meats and other proteins. There's every kind of enzyme in here. If you ever want to do something really super cool, you can make up a little bowl of oatmeal, and then you can open up one of these capsules and pour it in, and it like eats the oatmeal, like gets digested right in front of you. It's really crazy. I experienced this firsthand one time. My son, when he was little, we were making him a homemade formula to supplement his breast milk, and he was having, sorry, there was a fly there. He was having some sort of a digestive problem, and I wanted to give him Terrazyme, and so I decided to open up the capsule and put it in the jar of formula that, and we would fill up bottles of from that jar and feed it to him throughout the day. So I put it in the jar instead of the bottle he was about to drink, and when I came back the next morning, I did it like in the evening. I came back the next morning to pour him a bottle, and this jar of formula is normally super thick because it's like whole fat milk. It has coconut oil in it. It had fish oil. It's like really thick. And when I came back, it was clear. It was like, almost like water, like white, sort of whitish colored water. And I'm like, what happened to his formula? And then it hit me like, duh, like I added the digestive enzymes and it digested it all inside the jar. It was crazy. I did a video on it, I think, on my page at one point. You'd have to go back pretty far to find it, but it's on here somewhere. And so I know this stuff works. And the other cool thing is that it has, why can't I ever think of it? Here, let me see if I can find it for you in the book. I can never think what it's called. But it basically, it's a lot of us think that we have a lot of stomach acid. That's why people in the United States are like addicted to taking antacids, because they think we have an abundance of stomach acid, but actually most of us are really low on stomach acid, and so this also helps with that as well. Another cool thing, I can't think what it's called though. It has a long scientific name and it's escaping me at the moment. But this also is really cool because if you don't have any food on your stomach, but let's say you have some sort of a tissue injury and you want your body to repair that injury, what happens is enzymes have jobs to do throughout your body. They don't just digest food. They have jobs to like do all kinds of things throughout your body. And so if you don't have any food on your stomach and you still take the Terrazyme, then those enzymes don't have to digest anything, so they can go to work at helping your body to repair itself wherever it needs to repair. And so that's a really cool little tip if you're trying to recover from an injury or something. Let me go through here now and just look and see if there's any questions that I missed, because I've been yakking like crazy. Let me just see. Would that supplement be good for chemo patients? Anybody, again, who is wanting to support healthy cell reproduction in their body. They want the healthy cells to reproduce. So your body naturally has the ability to tell if a cell is good or bad. And if it's bad, it's supposed to say, oh, don't reproduce because something's wrong. Something happened. We don't want a bunch of those. So you're supposed to basically just die so you don't reproduce. And when healthy cells are located, they're happy and healthy and they're supposed to make more. And that process is supposed to be how your body naturally works. Sometimes that process gets interrupted for various reasons. And so yes, absolutely, the alpha CRS would be very important for somebody who's trying to make sure that that process is working like it's supposed to. Okay? I know that was a long answer. Lutein is for good eye health. Yes, it is. And apparently I need more of it. My vision's really not that bad. I just had an eye exam last week and he said that I could possibly use some reading glasses, but I think the smallest dose is like a 1 or a -1. I don't know. And he's like, you don't even really need that yet. But you could use them if you want. And I'm just starting to have trouble seeing small print up close. Let's see. But I do joke about it a lot. Is this doTERRA's daily vitamin? Yes, it is. The Lifelong Vitality Pack. When you said B12, I thought you said beached whale. Well, I could have been mumbling. Who knows? That's possible. Dandelion, yes, dandelion is very good for you, and one of the things it's very good for is urinary tract health. We use folate, not folic acid score. I agree. I'm trying to see if I've missed any other questions. Okay, I think I'm doing all right. And again, if I miss one, then I will come back and answer it at the end. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going too far down the road. Awesome about Terrazyme, also healing the body. So your body heals itself, and the enzymes are what allow you to do that. But when your enzymes have to work really hard to digest your food, then they can't do their other jobs. And unfortunately, most of the food that we eat does not contain live enzymes. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but most of us do not eat a lot of raw fruits and vegetables. And so even the ones that we do eat, depending on where they were grown and how they were processed, they may not have a lot of live enzymes in there. And so when we eat that way, then our body has to take enzymes that are supposed to be doing other jobs, and it has to take them and use them for digestion. And so that's why we need the Terrazyme. Okay, I'm running out of time. So real quick, let me just mention two more things. One is we have GX and PB Assist, and you guys know that we're supposed to have good bacteria in our gut. That good bacteria helps our digestive lining the lining of our digestive system to be intact so that things don't leak through and cause us to have problems. It helps us to have a healthy gut, and a healthy gut equals a healthy immune system and a healthy brain. The chemicals that are made in your brain that help you to be emotionally healthy are also made in your gut. And when you are exposed to products like antibacterial soaps and antibacterial cleaners and lots of toxins in your skincare products, your body care products, fabric softener, I hate fabric softener so much. When you eat foods that are especially animal products that are pumped full of antibiotics, and you've taken a lot of antibiotics in your lifetime or have taken them recently, all these are reasons why the good bacteria can be depleted in your gut, or just eating junk food all the time and not feeding yourself good stuff. And so one thing that you can do is you can go like 10 days and you can use the GX Assist, which is full of some of our best antifungal oils, which help to kill off any excess of the bad stuff, which we call candida or yeast. And it's supposed to be there, but it's not supposed to be so much that it takes over the body and the gut. And it can show up in lots of different ways, not just for women. We think of women getting yeast infections, but it can show up lots of different ways in the skin, in the gut. And the GX Assist is really good. And I'll tell you this, like some people, this is really hard on their gut because they really have a lot of junk in there. And so it tells you to take 3 a day for 10 days. Some people might have to just do 1 a day or 2 a day. You just kind of see. You're not supposed to feel bad when you do this cleanse. I mean, you're not going to feel like probably running a marathon during that 30-day period, but at the same time, you shouldn't feel horrible. So if you start to do that, just back off on that. After you're done with that, then you're going to take the PB Assist the rest of the time, the other 20 days. And this is our probiotic. The reason our probiotic is super cool is because it is double capsule and it has chlorophyll in it, which gives it that green color. So the food for the probiotics is already in here, which means it doesn't have to be refrigerated. That's super awesome, because when you're traveling, I mean, who carries like a small fridge in their purse to make sure their probiotics don't die? And so that's kind of crazy. I always thought that was crazy. But there's also a double capsule. So if you were to open up this capsule, you're going to find out there's another capsule inside, because the majority of probiotics that you take are completely useless. Your stomach acid kills them before they get down into the parts of the gut where they need to grow and populate. And so we have made a special double capsule so that when that outer capsule breaks, that inner capsule is still there to protect the good stuff in the inside. And so I take one of these every day, and then I take the children's probiotic in the evening, because it has different strains of probiotics in it, which we need a wide variety in our gut. Okay. The last product I didn't talk about, which is super, super important, and I'm gonna wrap it up because I know I've gone a little over, is called DDR Prime. It comes in an oil and it comes in a soft gel, which means that the oil's already been put in this little gel cap for you. And we talked about how alpha CRS helps your body to support the process of apoptosis, which is the fancy name for what it's called when your body tells a cell, hey, you're bad, don't reproduce, or hey, you're good, go reproduce. And so this oil blend is really good at telling your body to stay on track with that and make sure that it's labeling those cells correctly. And I could tell you, I could spend an hour just talking about DDR Prime and how it has changed my life. When this product came out, I was really struggling, and I saw some major improvements in my health from the DDR Prime, and it's one that I take every single day. I'm so glad that it is now in this kit. It didn't used to be. I used to have to add it on, and it is a very valuable product, especially if you're struggling with any situation where your body is having trouble with reproducing the wrong kinds of cells, or looking at your good cells and thinking that there's something bad. Either way, this oil blend and this soft gel is something that you want to take every day, twice a day. And so I'm so grateful that that's in this kit. Okay, that was a lot of information. Okay, I probably overwhelmed some of you. Are you supposed to be taking all of these every day? You wouldn't want to take GX Assist every day. GX Assist is just for when you're cleansing, and it's just for 10 days. But I'm looking around, and the Zendocrine soft gels I don't take every day, but everything else, yeah, I take every day, because I want to make sure my cells are happy, my gut is happy. Everybody takes the Lifelong Vitality every day. I take the Terrazyme enzymes because I want to absorb the nutrients from my Lifelong Vitality pack and from my food. And I personally like to take the Zendocrine because my body struggles to naturally detox from toxins. So maybe not everybody would need to do the Zendocrine every day, but for me, that's how I feel good. So start where you can. If you do the cleanse and look at your budget and see what you can include, I would absolutely make sure that I did the Lifelong Vitality pack and the Terrazyme. And then you kind of just have to choose your battles and see what you can do and what you need the most depending on your situation. Okay, I know that wasn't the best answer, but okay, so here's the deal. If you want to get this starter kit or another one, if you want to find out more about the ones that are mostly oil related, this particular kit is one of the ones that is 20% off. We also have lots of other kits that are oil based that are 20% off. There's 6 kits that are 20% off in November. That is so stinking cool. So talk to the person who invited you to watch the video. I know I'm amazing. I get it. But if I'm not the one that invited you, if there was like an actual person besides me that invited you, contact them, because they're going to help hook you up and get you started with your starter kit, the one that's right for you. If it's not the one we talked about tonight, that's cool. We'll find one that works for your special needs and your budget. Okay. Now, if you're a guest of me or my page, please private message me. The other thing is, if you click on the link in the video for the Oil Shares Underground, you can join a secret Facebook page that is just for my personal customers that are not already working with someone else. They are not enrolled in doTERRA, and you'll get a lot of your questions answered by going to that group. There's photo albums you can look through that will answer a ton of your questions, and then you can reach me there if you would like more information. Okay? So the cool thing is if you get a starter kit, your wholesale membership to doTERRA is included. You don't have to pay for your membership. You get everything 25% off forever. And also you get to be part of a community of people. So whoever your enroller is, they have a community that they plug people into where you can get advice and you can hear stories and tips from other oil users. It's so valuable. It's like just as valuable as the oils themselves is the people that come with it. And they may also have some other promos going on. Like some people will give an oil reference book out to someone if they purchase a kit, like a book like this that has all the products in it. They may be giving away something else. So make sure you check with them on what the promotions are. doTERRA's promotion is always a free membership with your kit. And right now in November, it's 20% off some of our kits. So make sure that you take advantage of this amazing offer, because I've never seen it. So maybe it's another 6 years before it comes around again. And I appreciate you spending some time with me here tonight, and I will look through here and make sure that people who have said that they're a guest and that they mentioned the person's name that invited them, that they are entered in to win a 5 milliliter of oil, and I will contact you through a private message to let you know if you are the winner. If you're my guest, please, if you are not a wholesale member, please click on that link and join the underground so that I can make sure that I get you a free gift for being my guest tonight. Thank you so much. Have a great night.